Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Today we're going to play around with just some different items. I mentioned that once a week I'm going to try to, like do something with book pages, or last week, what did we do? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a complete blank. Anyway, just play with some different pieces so that we can, remember some of the things we may have forgotten, or if you're new, these might be new things to you. Other people will have already seen them, but that's the only way we can continue to let people learn is by, repeating some things. So anyhow, I have a playing card here, and this is something that's been done by other people. I got this idea from Treasure Books. So what you do is take a playing card, and I put different pieces of book page on there using a glue stick, let it dry, peeled off what I could, and then covered the whole thing with some tissue. So we'll do one of those real quick just so that, you kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about. I'm just going to use this. It's a old letter, actually. It's not book page, but you do the same thing with the book page. So you just put glue stick here and there, and whatever ends up sticking sticks. It's just one of those things. It's not like it has to be perfect, or there's any specific, amount you have to do or whatever. You just put some glue stick, put down your piece of paper, and this is too long, so I'm just going to tear it off like that. And then you're going to come somewhere else on there. And some of this might get covered, I always have people who are like, you put that on there and then you covered it up. And yep, that's true. I do that a lot. That's just how it ends up. These are just layers that sort of add something to your piece. And regardless if you see all of it or just one little speck of it, it just, I don't know, just adds something. So then what I'll do is let that dry all the way. While it dries, we'll just kind of play around with one of these other ones. And then I'll show you how to do the complete thing. I'm sure you can see. Then you add tissue over it, ink it. I inked it all. And then we're going to add one of my little pockets. And this is from the first volume of the pocket kits, I think. The problem is I've put them in some of my digitals and also in their own kits. I'm pretty sure this is the first one though. Anyways, we're going to put glue around the edges. If you are really, set and you don't know which one this is in, just let me know and I'll find it for you. Because that's not a problem. And I thought it just fits perfectly. These are those jumbo playing cards. So these are the bigger playing cards. These aren't the standard size of playing cards. Let me measure one. So these playing cards are 3 1/4 by just over 4 1/2. So they're bigger than standard playing cards. They're called jumbo. I bought them on Amazon, so they're not super hard to find. And if you live in some place like Reno or Vegas or those kind of places, you can probably just find them in a gift shop. And then we have, I want to use one of these little cute kids. I had one with the pinwheel. What did I do with them? Oh, he's over here. I just think he'd be cute. I'm going to cover up that button because I don't really need it. Just got a pinwheel and, just jumping and playing and being cute. I'm going to use some of this because it's got some blue and red. These are in the shop. They're laser cut bits. I'm just trying to see what I want on there. It's obviously like some type of policy plan or whatever, but I'm just more interested in the color of the writing. And then this paper is very patinaed, like extremely. It doesn't really matter. I just want a little something behind him. That's like book page. I can't get those. I've cut my nails. I didn't even cut them that short, for crying out loud, and I still can't pick anything up. It's so weird how that has that effect. There's nothing on the back. And of course you could, you know, tuck stuff under here and there, whatever, but this one, I just want these on top of the pocket. Just kind of fun to add a pocket to a playing card. And you could do this with standard size playing cards as well. Just, you probably would have to shrink down your pocket, but, or don't add a pocket at all and do it that way. Whatever you like. So how are you guys anyways? I forgot to say hugs and blessings. Hugs and blessings to Luann, Denise, and Brenda. I love you guys, and I thank you for all your kind comments and for following me for quite a while, all of you. So thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. I think I'm going to flip them around that direction instead. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to continuing subscribers. I've got quite a few new subscribers, so thank you guys so much. And of course, thank you to my longtime subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Could not do what I do for a living without you guys. That is for sure. And you guys are always so kind. It just is. I've made lovely friends doing this too, which is amazing. I never thought anybody would even watch my videos. When my son and my husband first were like, you should try that. It's like, I don't think anybody's going to watch me do this. But I found my tribe, right? That's what you got to do, is find your tribe. Okay. And then, will one of these fit in there? Or is it too tall? I can always cut some off if they're just like generic tags. We'll just trim it down and then it'll fit. We'll show it. Yep. So I'll show you really quick how we do this now. I just grab whatever's left and try to pull fast, just so that, you know, whatever's going to come off comes off, but you don't peel off the entire thing. You're just wanting to get some of it. That'll work. Okay. And I'm going to just leave the rest of that because, like I said, this is just a background. You're not, like, this isn't all you're doing. And then I put glue over the whole of the front of the card. And you can also put coffee dyed paper or whatever on the back. And this tissue I got in a gift, or I might have gotten that on Amazon. I can't remember. Anyway, it's just some plain kind of craft tissue paper, but sewing tissue will work. So I'm just putting glue all over the front of the card. And if you've seen this, it's old news. You can fast forward, I understand. And then I like it crinkly. You can try to make it smooth if you prefer it smooth, but I kind of like it crumpled up and lines and folds, because then when I ink it, it picks that up. I try to make sure I get the corners really well. You can always add more glue if you didn't get your corners. That's not a whole lot of glue, I guess. And then I just trim it. And we'll decorate this one too, why not? And if you wanted to do more colorful ones, you could use colorful tissue. That would also work. I just like them to look old, not so shiny. They're very shiny. You could just put matte medium over them. A little gesso would work. Glue all over the back of that. And ink, of course, because you can't have one without the other. Probably end up covering that anyway, but so how are you guys as far as weather? We're doing pretty darn good here today. Nice and sunny. It was kind of cruddy all weekend though. We wanted to go do more, but I ended up working pretty much all weekend just because it was just windy again. So that was kind of sad days, but we survived. Sad days. That's what my daughter says. I'm just trying to find, I don't know if I have another pocket that's small enough for this one. Hold on a second. This is from the first pocket kit. This is the second pocket kit. I know the frog will fit, but I'm wondering about the denim pocket. Yeah, it's too wide. So we'll go with the frog. Little frog one. Sorry, this wasn't cut out already. These pockets are pretty fun. I know Gail Augustinelli is using them too. And then, of course, I told you guys about Nancy Pyter's video. She did some really cool stuff with hers. So definitely check them out. I'm sure y'all watch Gail anyway, but I'd like to give her a shout out because she was kind enough to show my pockets on her channel. And she's the one that asked for the tags. Her and Rita both did, so. And I still haven't printed out tags. Because I just forgot this weekend. And, you know how it goes. I was cutting stuff on the Glowforge, so it was one of those kind of weekends. This one I'm probably not going to do a whole lot to. We might see if we can find a fun stamp or something to go on it. But just remember, I am using the jumbo playing cards because I know sometimes people might not hear when I mentioned that the first time. But yeah, because if you try to put these on the little ones, it's little playing cards, it's not going to fit. The one thing about these pockets, it's kind of instant decoration because you can put them on, maybe add a little label or what have you, and voila, you're done. So that's kind of nice, I have to say. I could add to this another little stamp or something too. Let's see what we got. Something with the frog would be like flowers or something. That one's kind of big. I could trim it though, because that's kind of good. That's not even a real stamp. That's some kind of sticker. It was gifted to me. See if we have anything else that's nature-y that would go with the frog. I do like that though. That's cute. Just try quick. This is never a quick process though, is it? I don't know if I have very many nature-y ones left. That's another sticker. Oh, this isn't even a stamp, but that's from Tim Holtz. I thought I had some with flowers, but maybe I don't. Oh, I like that one, but it's so big. Might use it somewhere else. good on here. Yeah, we'll put that one on there. I think I'm probably just going to go with that first one of these and trim it. Because I like the way that looked. We want to dig through all of these. There's that, but I don't like that. Time and a place for roses, you know. They're not always I like them in certain themes, but it's not an all the time thing. For me. If you're doing shabby chic all the time, it's probably definitely an all the time thing for you. Okay. I think that will work. I had my scissors. No, I don't know what I did with them, of course. There we go. Everything's buried again. I clean it up and I bury it, and I clean it up and I bury it, and I clean it up and I bury it. Oh, yeah. Never ending. If I thought of it ahead of time, I could have cut around his toes, but I don't think that's going to happen. I wonder if I can just tear it a little bit. Like it got torn. It's a torn stamp. Yeah, I think that'll work. And now peeling it. With little fingernails. They were just getting beyond. I don't like it when they get like that. All right, and we could do a little stamping. These stamps are really, have seen better days, I will say. Very rough on them. Oh, well that was real good. Now you can't even tell it's flour. Well, you kind of can. It's fine. I want to stamp a little bit up here. Hopefully better than I did there. I'm going to put it on my book. Over here, I know you can't see very well, but I just barely did anything on there. Okay. I'm going to ink this. I don't know what we'll put in the frog pocket yet, but I'll worry about that down the road. Scrunch this up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. That'll work. All right, so there's those. This one, I'm just going to put this in for now, just so I remember. Edge pocket. And a frog. And then let's see what else we got. I have a very wrinkly guest check that I coffee dyed, and yes, it got very wrinkly. So when I'm done with it today, it will probably go under a book or something for a bit. They all got really wrinkly. And I thought I would use this scrap of this flag paper. This is from my Patriotic kit. And I'm just going to go right over that bottom, this little strip that folds up or comes off, actually. Because sometimes if you leave them without helping them stay on, they will just fall off after a while. because they're perforated. Yeah, I was cutting those silhouettes and I was like, I need to do something with them for the Patriotic journal because they are cute. The kids playing. Oh, to be a kid again, right? I don't know. Sometimes I think that, and then other times with all that's going on in the world, I think, I'm good. I don't think I would have loved it, I'll just say, these days. I might use some of this. These are just those, I don't know, faux scrapbook pages, whatever, from Amazon. They're just kind of cheap. They're really thin paper, but they're great for this kind of thing, where you're just adding layers, because they are so thin. They're very small. But I just want a little bit. And I don't need all of it because you're not even going to see it. Want that like that. I want these over here, Amy. Kiddos that are playing with like the little tooty horns. That's cute. I could put, I really like this flag on this one. I just worry if you can see him, but I think it'll be all right once it's all on there. I'm going to ink around this, even though it's coffee dyed. Don't need much on that side. I've got a bunch of those guest checks under this book. It's not helping because this book isn't heavy enough, but just trying to get it to lay down a little bit. Guest checks are great bases if you can get them where you're at, because they're not super expensive, and these ones that I get are a little bit, almost a cardstock. So they're a little bit thicker, and then by the time you add decorative bits on top, they make great journaling cards and things. I know you can't get them everywhere, but if you can. That helped it lay a little flatter. Oops, that's a fragile one. Wowzers. Real fragile. Even took a little bit out right there. Okay, I need to figure out, do I want it this way? Ah. I feel like they're just kind of floating in the air a little bit. So I'm wondering. There are none other pieces of paper in here. Very helpful. I don't know, that's just too tiny. That's not really helpful. These frames are in the shop too. Kind of like that because it covers up the some of the junk on there that I don't necessarily want, but she's like just walking off into space. But that may just be the way it's going to have to be. She's just going to have to walk off into space. Because I don't have longer ones. What else do we have? Now I have that 50 nifty United States stuck in my head from when I was a kid. Isn't that so weird? Just by messing with this stuff. So crazy how your brain does that. I feel like I need something inside of that, but I don't know what. Oh, now we're just going down the rabbit hole, y'all. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to do that. I don't know why, okay? Don't ask me why. Please don't ask me why. Because it must be done. I don't know why that's different than what was already under there, so that's what I mean by don't ask me. But it is for some reason. Did have a great day yesterday because we went and had pizza with the kids. And they jabbered our ears off. Oh my goodness. They're so funny. So I haven't really seen them in 2 weeks. I mean, I talked to them, but you know. But they both got projects going at school, and wow, the one my daughter's doing is just incredible. She's something. She's kind of kicking herself because of what a pain it is, but I told her I'm sorry because that's my doing. We can't do anything just sort of halfway, or it has to be the absolute hardest, longest. I don't know. I'm very good at that. And then you question yourself, why did I do this? Why did I think this was a good idea? When you're knee deep in it and can't turn back. Don't know the route at all. These are tiny little bits, little ribbons back there on the tootie horn. I don't know what those things are called, but that's what I call them. I mean, I know bugles are bugles, but kid toys are different than bugles. It's tootie horn. Don't you know? Got little glue everywhere, like always. That one I glued down already. Okay. We could do that's not all going to fit in that little bitty box, but we'll make it go over into the other box. All right, so that's just a journaling card. Just, I mean, doesn't get any easier than that. Okay. And I didn't plan anything else. I thought that would take me longer, but let's see what else we got here on my desk that we can play with. Got all kinds of junk, that's for sure. Loads of junk. We'll do a small guest check and I'll fold it. So it's kind of fun to fold them up and then fold the little part that can be torn off back. So this will just be a little pocket, not a big one. Key. What do we want to do to it? I don't know. Maybe some of this. This is grungy fabric. Digital. First one. I don't want to tear off the little flower petals any more than they are. I don't really see how that's different, I guess, but we're going with it. I'm just going to cover the number. It's got the number at the bottom, so it's fine. Sticky mess. Oh my gosh. Do you see this? Strings. Oh my goodness. They're attacking me. One of my little scrapers, but I don't know where they're at. Okay, that's gonna go there. I don't know what else. Oh my goodness, these strings. Go away. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put one of these on there. Kids on a sled, whatever, little kid, little boy or somebody playing a violin. A little girl with the bird. I don't know if these are going to work on here. I think they're too tall. Too tall. Oh, that little girl. She's supposed to be... Her brother is giving her a kiss. But now I just threw him back in here and I don't see him. well. Oh, it's right there. That one might work. Or we could put it on the tag that goes in there. Piece of book page. This is the way this goes, y'all. Round and round, and we try a million different things until something works. So we're going to go 3 1/4 by 4. It's going to be a short, squat tag. More like a journaling card, really, in that case. That worked. Too wide because I made it too close to the size. We'll go 2 3/4. Yup. That's not too awful. Not too awful squat. And we'll put the kiddos on here with some kind of paper. I go a little bigger because I will tear off the other side as well. I don't need to do that long. I know, I do everything backwards. You don't have to tell me. Somebody will inevitably say, why didn't you do it like this? It's like, because that's not how my brain works. My brain works backwards. Like, I always get the question, why do you use your cutter upside down? It's like, I didn't even know I was using it upside down, if that tells you anything. Because that's the direction that seems right to me, I guess. Okay, and I'm going to clip my corners with the same size corner, the bigger one, biggest one, whatever. And we'll be able to see some of the book page, but I don't care. It's fine. And then we can put these on. I mean, I guess I could use a different one now that I did that, but that's cute. I had the opposite. My daughter was the bigger kid, the older one. But she loves that brother, and she, oh my goodness, would mug him half to death. Poor kid. And the day I brought him home, she was just like, oh, he's so cute. She's such a girl. I keep telling him because he's always like, no, to her. She'll be like, I love you. No. But anyway, I tell them you should feel lucky because a lot of younger siblings get brought home and the older sibling tells mom and dad, take them back, you know? She was never like that. Pretty lucky he is. Yeah, I can cut these for you. You have to specify when you order. I can cut them in the black cardstock or craft cardstock. I do prefer the black, but I know that some people, when you're doing a certain project, you might not want. I just like the black because it's the what I consider the traditional silhouette, you know. But or you might want to try to color them or something. So with someone was mentioning doing the flowers that I have in the shop with watercolors, which I have done something like that before, and that works pretty good. So that'll be a good one. Go in there, I think, I hope. Yes, it will. And then we just need maybe a little something. It doesn't want to stick for some reason. Probably because I put the card in there. I don't know what I want to put on there. Oh, I could do this. We could do this. This would be cute. Polka dotty. I don't know how big I want this, so let me see here. I kind of feel like it needs to be a little bit longer, like that. Just gonna cut the little boo-boo part off. I might stitch it first. Yes, I think I will. I will stitch it and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Note to self, glue down your little piece of fabric if you do this, because yeah, it's not perfect, but nothing I make is, so we're just going with it. So, handmade stuff, you know, that's just how it goes. So that's just ribbon, as I'm sure you can see. I actually got it to use at Christmas time on packages. And then that's polka dot fabric. That's all it is. So we're going to put that. Oh, I have one that's open already. I thought this one was open. It's not. Oh my gosh, you guys. That one won't come out. We're gonna play musical tacky glue till we find the right one. You'll probably want to use Fabri-Tac or tacky glue. Up to you. If I did it again, I would probably stitch this onto my guest check, but I'd already glued that down. So if I stitch it on now, it will close the pocket. So we're just going to do it like that and let it dry, and it will work out fine. Having some seeping through. Okay, so today we made using guest checks and playing cards. Not too bad. We have these two out of guest checks. This needs something else right there. Let's use one of these stamps. Or one with the... I like that one on there. That's fine. Stamp. I mean, you don't need a lot back there, obviously, because you're not even going to see it. But that's just my brain doing the thing that it does. And then that goes in there. I probably will stitch around that, add a piece of fabric. This, I may... Yeah, I am. I can already tell you that's what I'm going to do. Do that. And probably we'll put some kind of fabric at the top. And then we have our little froggy, which I have no idea what I'm going to put in that pocket, but I'll find something. A little froggy pocket on the card. And then on the back, you can put a piece of like coffee dyed paper to write on if you're going to put it in a pocket. If you're going to glue it to the page, you're not going to want to do that. And the same with this one. I just don't know yet exactly how I'm going to use it. So, but I got pockets. So, just some fun things to do with playing cards and guest checks. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.